Today I'm going to show you a canine script created by this person. It features an advanced training and searching system so you can improve your dog's tracking, attacking, and stamina abilities. It's very realistic and immersive. You can set up targets for it to attack and guide them through areas to build stamina. All their abilities can easily be checked with the custom UI, and when you aren't on duty or training them, you can put them in the doghouse or cage, which are included custom models. I'll have a link to the resource in the description where you can check out all the features and purchase it. I hope you enjoy the video. The link in the description takes you to the resource where you can see the features, the preview, and purchase it. If and once you purchase, go to your Keymaster and Granted Assets, then find the resource and download it. Once it's done, open it up and open your server resources and add it in. I'm putting it in a folder that's already insured, so if you put it somewhere else, make sure it's starting. Next, go into the resource folder and open the Readme. The installation steps are in here. They're also in the documentation, which can be found using the link provided. So go ahead and open that. I'm going to the installation section. You can read the features if you want. Make sure you have the dependencies. The only one you should need to download is Oxlib, and the next step is running the SQL. I left a link in the description to a video made by Anna that shows multiple methods. Next, you need to add the items, so I'll choose the one for QB inventory and copy all of it. Then go back to your resources and into the QB folder. Go into QBCore, shared, and open the items.lua. Once you're in here, add the items you copied. I'm just going to add them at the bottom. Be sure to save it. Then go back to the resource folder, into the images folder, and copy all the images in here. And you need to add them to your inventory. I'm using QB inventory, so I'll be going there, into HTML and images, and pasting. Next, you need to add the provided code to your inventory. Choose the section for the inventory you use. I'm using QB inventory, so I'll be choosing this one. Copying all of it, then going back to the QB inventory folder, into the server folder, and into the functions.lua. Then I'm going to scroll down and paste it at the bottom, and save it. The last thing to look at is the config, so go back to the resource folder, and open the config. The first option is for the inventory you use. I won't be changing that. The next sections deal with time and amounts. Each option has commented out text that tells you what it's for. Next is the shop and the items in it, with the numbers being the price of the items. Then you have the canine spawn location, hunger and thirst levels for the canine's food and drink, and the animation time for when the canine is drinking or eating. Below that are options for the blip. You can enable it or disable it, change the way it looks, and change the color. If you want to change it, you can go to the site, find a sprite and color you like, then simply replace the numbers. Then you have some more color options for the UI, I believe. The model of the dog and its color and vest options. I'm going to skip over this section. And the next one is the option to remove items once they're used. If you don't want them to be removed, of course, change true to false. And the last thing in here are the items the canine will find while searching. If you make changes, be sure to save it, then start your server and test it out. So I'm at the canine spawn location, and there's the doghouse. Once you interact with it, you have options to get one of the department dogs and open the canine shop. So go ahead and create a dog. For the name, I'll do Luna. Then choose the model, the color, and the vest options. I'll do black, black vest, and on the vest, I'll do police, and then confirm. Once you've created, go back into the menu and choose the dog you created. When it spawns, the UI will show up with the name, its hunger and thirst levels, the attributes, and the help. There's also a blip on the map with the canine's name. You can move the location of the UI using the command /canine UI. All the commands can be found in the documentation under the commands section. So I'll go ahead and drag this to here for now. You can also use K to pull up a menu with actions the dogs can do. So I'll make it go over there. And then use G to call it back. These keybinds can also be changed in the FiveM keybind settings, so I'll go there and show that. And then once you're there, just scroll through until you find this section for Evo K9, and then you can customize them to your liking. If you target the dog, you can carry it, check it, or pet it. And of course, when you check it, it shows the UI. If you have the required item, it'll be dark blue like this, and if you don't have it, it'll be that grayed out or light blue. The levels are also displayed over here. So if you go back into the menu, you have some new options. You can return the K9, go into the settings, and again, look at the shop. In the settings, you can change the UI. If you didn't want to use the command, you can change the appearance and transfer ownership to another officer. So I'll go into the shop and buy some food. And I'll also buy some of the trainings. So stamina and attack. And I'll buy a cage. Next, I'll be showing some of the training, so I'll put her in the car and head to an open area. And there she is in the back. So I'll go ahead and take her out and start with the attack training. Move over to the middle here. When you use the item, you can choose how many targets you want. The minimum and maximum are shown, so I'll just do 5. And then confirm. And then you'll see the targets pop up. And she'll go over and attack them. Once the K9 has knocked over all the targets, the notification lets you know their level increased, and it's also shown in the UI. For the stamina training, use the item and select the amount of cones. Again, the minimum and maximum are shown, so I'll do 4. Once it's done, the cones disappear, and the dog is following again. So I'll go ahead and place the cage. And I'll open the door. Of course, once you interact, you can open the door or pick up the cage. And then once the door is open, you can call the dog, make it go inside, or close the door. So I'll make the dog go inside. And close the door. And pick up the cage. If you place it again, you can then spawn the dog from the cage. So I'll open the door. And then call the dog. And there she is. The last thing I'll show is the K9 search in the vehicle. So I'll go ahead and put this Amnesia in the trunk. And of course use the menu and have her search it. And it'll let you know she alerted and found something. That'll be all for this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and a sub. If you have suggestions, feel free to comment down below or join my Discord. The link will be in the description. Thank you for watching.